Before the accident on April 26, 1986, there were 104 minor accidents at the Chernobyl power plant. About 35 such incidents were directly attributed towards operator errors. However, majority of the other accidents were due to design flaws combined with construction defects, which later got aggravated due to flaunting of security protocols and management error during the exploitation of the reactors. On the whole, the plant was doomed from the very beginning due to this lax attitude towards safety procedures. Immediately after the accident, wild horses and other animals were brought into the contaminated zone to study the effects of radiation. Due to the lack of human beings living in the exclusion zone, the population of these animals have grown into large packs. They seem to be healthy even though their bodies are highly irradiated and are contaminated with radionuclides. There are many stories circulation in the internet about animals with double head or multiple limbs or other deformities. However, it is important to note that many of these stories are fake and are hoaxes. From a statistical point of view, many of the few birth defects that resulted in horrifying sights in the areas contaminated by the radiation fallout can also be found in other parts of the world that were not affected by Chernobyl or similar causes. Needless to say, it is important to note that wild or farms animal products or plant products from contaminated areas near the stricken reactor and many other locations are unsafe for human consumptions. They can increase the risk of developing cancers or other health conditions in individuals who are at high risk of developing the disease in the first place. After the accident, the radiation cloud spread over Europe unevenly and the resulting contaminated patches of land was scattered all over Europe. The areas surrounding the immediate accident site received the heaviest contamination. Due to the location of the reactor near the Russian and Belarusian border, territories of these countries also received heavy doses of radiation contamination. Today more than 5 million people continue to live in contaminated areas of Ukraine, Russia, and Belarus. The authorities have not taken any effort to relocate people from these areas. In some cases, like in south of Belarus, they have also encouraged agriculture and raising farm animals for food in contaminated lands. After the accident, most of the household equipment and furniture left behind in the city of Pripyat and surrounding villages were removed and buried in unmarked graves. This was done with the specific intention to prevent contamination from spreading and prevent scavengers and criminal gangs from moving these items out of the contaminated zone. However, to the surprise of many, scavengers started to slowly remove from the zone anything left behind that was of value. These included electrical fittings, doors, plumbing fittings, electrical wiring and even metal room heating radiators found in every apartment rooms, which was part of the centralized heating system in the city. Today every house and apartment in the zone has been stripped of anything valuable that can be sold in the flea or black market. It is horrifying to imagine the health effects on innocent people when these irradiated items will end up in households around the country. This is a problem that has been one of the most difficult to tackle so far. The fact that the authorities are corrupt encourages various criminal gangs to engage in illegal logging activities. Most of the area surrounding the stricken reactor is covered with thick forest that has absorbed radionuclides like a sponge absorbing water molecules. These trees are illegally cut and sold, though black market that further pushes them into the commercial supply chain.